Alright guys, good morning everyone. So we are about to start a rapid fire quiz right now, and I'm waiting for a few more participants to join, and then we'll have the next question when one of the user is going to give the correct answer for this one. Hi Sushila, thanks for joining. Let's wait for a few more participants to join, and let's see if any one of you can answer this. This is very basic question, and once I'm going to have the answer for this one, we'll move to the next. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Anyone with the correct answer and correct approach for this one? Alright, we have one user to give the answer for this. But I'm just waiting for a few more participants to give the correct answer for this one. Let's just see if anyone is there to give the correct answer for this one. Hi Kushagra, thanks for joining. Anyone else? At least 2 to 3 users I need to give the answer for this one, then we'll move to the next. Alright, Kushagra says 2 is correct. Yes, Kushagra, you are right. See, how we gonna do that, I'll explain also. And we'll move to the next then. See, this 1 plus 1 by 2, this entire will become 3 by 2, right? And the denominator will have 2 by 2. Similarly, this much is also going to be 3 by 2, and this will become 4 by 2. Now see, this 3 by 2 and this 3 by 2 will get cancelled out. Griffin is here. 3 by 2 will get cancelled out, and this will become 1 only. So we have 1 upon 1 by 2, right? So 1 upon 1 by 2 will become 2. So 2 is the right answer, and Griffin has given the correct answer. Kushagra and Sheila has given the correct answer. Thanks for that. Let's just move to the next question and see how many of you can answer this. Let's have this. As we need to solve for the value of m, and let's see how many of you can answer this. Take your time, think about it, and give your answer along with the correct approach. Alright, Kushagra is here. Kushagra says 12. Kushagra, whether I will let you know whether 12 is correct or not. But the thing is, I don't need answers only, I need the explanation along with the answers. So if you can give your explanation for your answer, like how you are getting 12. Let's just wait for a few more participants. Anyone else? Okay, Siddharth is using equilateral triangle property, then exterior angle property, and then linear pair. Okay, that's correct. But what is the value of m then? Using all this, the m is going to be how much? Okay, Siddharth has given the correct explanation, but answer is still missing. Okay, Siddharth said 14. All right. Let's see if anyone else can give the answer for this one. Or else I'll explain then. Only one user has given the answer, and whether it is correct or not, only two users, not one. Two users has given the correct answers. Just give me a minute. Let's just wait for a few more. Okay, we have Siddharth, we have one more user. Song singing, it's 14. 14 is the right answer. Siddharth and Song, you guys are correct. Let me just explain. Let's see. Keno, you are also right. I think you are giving the correct explanation. Yes, you are right. Your explanation is correct. See what is happening here. This is an equilateral triangle. First of all, we know the entire interior angle of an equilateral triangle are 60 degree each. We'll say it 60 degree. Okay, and forget about this angle. Consider this angle and this angle. Let's just name this angle as x first of all. Now these two angles, when get added, they will be equivalent to this 125 using the exterior angle property. So I can write that x plus 60 is equal to 125, and from here I'll get x as 65. So this angle will become 65. Now looking at this triangle, this is an isosceles triangle, so both of the angles must be equal, base angle must be equal. So this would be 65 65 each, right? We can solve for this angle then, and using the angle sum property of the triangle, this angle is going to be 50 degrees. Now we have everything. Now we can solve for m easily. See, we have 50 degree. This angle is also 60 degree because it is an equilateral triangle. Now you can use the property of the straight angle, which is adding all of these angles together will give you 180. So 5m plus 60 plus 50 is equal to 180, and on solving this, your value for m is going to be 14. 14 is the right answer. Gun 10 is incorrect. You can check your logic, and I hope it is clear to every one of you. If it is clear, then we can move to the next step. This is not for any specific grade, I would say, because these questions are very relevant to every one of you. So if we say like who can solve this, this can be solved by grade 6 or grade 7 student easily, right? All right, so let's just move to the next and let's see how many of you can answer that. This is easy, guys. Take your time, think about it. Once I'm going to get the explanation for this one or correct answers, then I'll explain. We need to solve for the value of x. (120) is equal to 5x. Cano, okay. Great. So x is going to be okay. So we can see that Rakesh Sirvi 24, Kano is giving the correct explanation. F8V 24 is right. Okay, Kushagra has given the explanation that angle subtended at the center is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference. Yes, you are right. So I can see that 3 user has given the correct answer along with the correct explanation. Keno and Kushagra has given the correct explanation. See guys, what is happening here? If I'm going to join this line, first of all, let's say this chord with this corner, these two are going to be isosceles triangle. Why is it so? Dylan, you are correct, because they are isosceles triangle, so base angle are going to be equal, so this is going to be 32, and for this triangle, if this is 28, this is also going to be 28, so I'll have this angle as 28 plus 32, so it is 60. Now if it is 60, this is the angle at a circumference, then the angle at center is going to be double of it. Angle at center is going to be 120, which means that 5x is equal to 120 as Keno says. So 5x is equal to 120, and using this you can solve for the value of x, and x is going to be 24. 24 is the right answer guys. I hope it is clear to every one of you, so we can move to the next. Okay, Kushagri says yes. Shall we move to the next guys then, if it is clear? Any doubt in this one? Hi Rakesh. Alright, we'll move to the next then. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Let's have this. See, we need to solve for the perimeter here. We need to solve for the value of perimeter. Okay, Tommy is saying go over it again, please. Okay. Yes, Tommy, please let me know. Guys, when I ask like whether you have any doubt, just make sure you are very quick with your comments. Like we don't want to go back to the same question again. See, if I'm going to join Tommy this, these two are going to be isosceles triangle because this is the radius of the circle and this is also a radius. Like these two sides are equal, right? If I'm going to take this triangle, if it is 32, this is also going to be 32 because the base angles are same. Similarly, for this triangle, if I'm going to look, this side and this side are equal because they are the radius. So again the base angles are going to be same. So this angle, if this is 28, this is also going to be 28. So 38 plus 28 is going to be 60. This angle is 60. This is the angle made by the circumference at the circumference, sorry, made by the arc, this arc. Angle by this arc at the circumference, and this is the angle made by same arc at the center. So angle made by the arc at the center is going to be double of it. So if it is 60, this is going to be 120. So we can write 5x is equal to 120 and you will get the value of x as 24. I hope it is clear. Alright, I can see that other user has given the answer for the next question also, which is 6 pi. Okay, let me just change the screen. Wait a sec. Welcome Tommy. 6 pi is the right answer guys, but I'll get back to that question first. Just a minute. Is it visible? Yes. Yes. Now see what is happening here. These we need to calculate the perimeter. So when we are talking about the perimeter, we'll be calculating this only. We'll be calculating the fencing only, we say, or we can say the boundary region, this and this and this length. Now all of these are looking like a semicircle, and semicircle having the diameter of 4, the radius is going to be 2 for everyone, right? So the circumference for the one semicircle is going to be pi r because it is a semicircle. Radius is 2, so it's going to be 2 pi for one. And how many are there? There are 3. This one, 1, 2 and 3. So multiply it by 3. Your answer is 6 pi. And Griffin, good morning babies. Griffin has given the correct answer. Keno has given the correct answer. And that's it. I think no one else has given the correct answer for this one. Rakesh, I don't know why you got 12. 12 is, there must not be any 12. Good morning babies. Let's just move to the next thing. Okay. Let's have this one. Let's see How many of you can solve this? Take your time, think about it, and let me know your correct answer. We need to solve for the value of x. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Value of x. Okay, we have one user along with the answers. Explanation is still missing, guys. Vivis has given the answer. I'll let you know whether it is correct or not, but once if any one of the user is going to give the correct explanation for this. Okay, we have Bhanu there. Bhanu there 16 by 7. That's not right. Is the blue sign or doesn't equal sign? No, they are equal. Doesn't equal, they are equal. The both side length are equal. 7 by 2 is also incorrect. Guys, don't make guesses. Vivis has given the correct explanation. That's enough. You need not to explain everything then, because that will reveal the answer there. That much explanation is enough. I'm waiting for at least one more user to give the answer. Like, there are more than 200 concurrent viewers. Let's just wait for few minutes. 2.8 is incorrect. See guys, I'll explain now because we don't have that much of time. Because see what is happening. This is an isosceles triangle first of all, because two of the side lengths are already equal 7 each, right? So if I'm going to drop a perpendicular line, this perpendicular will bisect this, right? This perpendicular will bisect this base. So this would be 1 each. Now take any one of the triangle, let's say this, I'll talk about this. Using the Pythagorean theorem, I can solve for this altitude, which is h. So I'll get this as root 48. This will be root 48 on solve. If you are going to apply Pythagoras, this will be root 48. Now take this triangle, this one, this, and this. This is the right angle triangle. Apply the Pythagorean theorem. You have 3 sides. I'll make it here. This one is root 48. This one is 8. And this would be this much x, and this is 1. So this is x plus 1. So you can apply the Pythagorean theorem and you will solve for the value of x here. So you will be getting x plus 1 square plus root 48 square, which would be 48, plus 8 square, that is 64. Now solve this directly, you'll get the value of x easily, right? I hope it is clear to every one of you. Hi Muhammad. Mustafa, 3 is the right answer. Yes, you are right. 3 is the correct answer, guys. Mustafa and one more user were there. With this, they have given the correct answer. I hope it is clear to every one of you. Yes, Hudson, you are correct. Shall we move to the next then? Let's have the next one. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Okay, now see what is, read the instruction carefully, whatever is mentioned there at the top. AB is 2, this much is 2. BC, this entire length BC is 9, right? And the third thing, which is AD is this entire length is 13. We need to solve for x. Yes, Mad Gamster, you are still at the previous question. We are at the next. You guys can refresh. Seven, you are correct. Your answer is correct. 3 is the right answer. Okay, you guys can refresh because we are at the next question. Mad Gamester, 9 is incorrect, 3 is the right answer. Guys, for this question you need to give an exact answer. I don't need the answer in decimals. You can give the answer in terms of roots. Just give the answer in terms of square root. It is not 12, first of all. Rakesh Sirvi is here. Okay. Mohammed Ishan, 12 is incorrect. I'll explain. Let me just have one user to give the correct answer for this one. Anyone? Anyone with the correct answer? Don't give the answer in decimal. Just keep that in mind. Give your answer in terms of pi. Rakesh is correct, but answer is still missing. I'm looking forward for the Min chord theorem is not applicable here. I don't know why you are using that. Hi Mohammed Jishan. This is the entire length. See, this length is 13. You can't use similarity here. You can't use Min chord rule. And if you are using it, I think you need to explain it also. Guys, anyone with the correct answer, because it has been more than 3 minutes now, I think. Okay, Jishan, I'll explain. Guys, I already mentioned don't give your answer in terms of like decimals. I mentioned that. Yes. No, it is not mentioned, but they are parallel for sure because these two angles are right angles, right? They are alternate angles, so for they are parallel. We are going to use the Pythagorean theorem. I can't. Yes, Vibbiz is correct. We have one user to give the correct answer. Now see, I'll explain. Now just look at here the board. I'm not going to look at the comment section, right? So please don't comment. Root 22 is incorrect. See, you guys were very close. Whomsoever is getting root 22, they are very close to their answer, but I don't know what has happened to it. See, if I'm going to extend this line, I'll construct this line. This is parallel. I'll construct a line parallel to this. Now see what is happening. If I'm going to take this triangle, this one, if this length is 9, this is also going to be 9, right? And this is 2, so this is also 2. So I have this side length which is going to be x plus 2, right? And this hypotenuse is 13. You can use the Pythagorean theorem here. That will give you x plus 2 square plus 9 square is equal to 13 square. 9 square is 81. 13 square is 169. If I'm going to subtract them, they will become 88, right? So I'll take the square this side. This will become root 88, and I'll need to subtract because I'm not considering the negative signs. X can't be negative, right? So x is going to be root 88 minus 2, or if I want to simplify root 88 further, that this would be 2 root 22 minus 2. So that is the correct answer. I hope it is clear, right? Yes, we are not going to consider the negative sign. So Sukhdev, you are right. Root 88 minus 2. 13 minus 2 root 2 is incorrect. Guys, I hope it is clear to every one of you. We can move to the next then, if it is clear. Shall we move to the next then? Yes. Kushagra says yes. Okay, sure. Let's have the next question. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Just give me a minute. This one. This is an interesting one. I hope you guys would like it. We need to solve for the value of x here. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Take your time, think about it, and give your explanation for this one for sure. Seven is incorrect. We need to solve for x. 114 is incorrect. Guys, if you are writing like 114 or 7, whatever, you need to give the explanation for that. Don't just throw your answers only. I don't need answer because I already have answers, right? I need your explanation so that because this is geometry and geometry has different approaches, so I want every one of you to share your approach so that everyone else can learn from it. Hudson, you are right. Hi. X is not 96. Guys, T olive, there is no circle here. I haven't drawn any circle. You can't use that theorem. 118 is correct. Webbis is correct. Mohammed Jishan, I don't know why they are getting 110. See guys, see. I'll explain. Let's just take these two angles. Let's just name these two angles first of all. Right? Let's just name them as A and B. Okay. So now see what is going to happen. That I can use the angle sum properties. That's 48 plus 40 plus A plus B plus 30. That is going to be 180. Right? Like 40 plus A plus this 48 plus this B plus 30, they all are going to be equal to 180, and using this you will get an expression that A plus B is going to be 62 degrees. Now you have A plus B, this was B. Now you can solve for this triangle. Use the angle sum property again, right? This would be A plus B plus X is equal to 180, and you have already solved for the value of A plus B, which is nothing but 62. You can substitute it here, and from here you will be getting the value of X as 118. I hope it is clear. 118 is the right answer. 96 is incorrect. 100 global Olympiad. Yes, you are right. It's not 52, it's 62. Yes, 62. Now you are right. Rakesh is correct. Alright guys, I hope it is clear to every one of you. So we can move to the next. 118 is the right answer. Few of the user has given the correct one, and that's commendable. Thanks for that. Let's have the next one. Let's see how many of you can solve that. Let's have this. एंगल हाफ बाइसेक्टर नहीं था मेंशन कि वो बाइसेक्टर्स हैं. एंगल हाफ क्यों करेंगे? कहीं पे ये मेंशन नहीं था कि वो एंगल बाइसेक्टर्स हैं. Yes, you can use that also. It is a quadrilateral. You are right. Global. As I mentioned, like now see, global Olympiad has given some different approach. So that's why I usually say that you guys need to share your explanation, because everyone is going to have something different in their hands. So we'll learn from that. Now see this thing, this question we need to solve for the value of x. We are at the next question. You guys can refresh your stream. We need to solve for the value of x. Let's see how many of you can do this. Waiting for the correct answers along with the explanation. Rakesh and Webbiz has given the answer as 30, but I'm looking forward for the explanation. This question has multiple approaches, so I need the explanation from you guys. Okay, make a triangle. Okay. 30 is the right answer, guys. See, I'll not make a triangle. I'll usually do the construction for such questions because we do have two parallel lines. I'll make it parallel, right? So you can do one thing, like as he has mentioned already, like what was his name? Sorry for that. Rakesh. You can make a triangle here. You can use the exterior angle property. You can find this angle, but this is the approach that I am showing here. This is something else. We can solve for this angle because they are complete angles, right? We can have this angle, like this would be 95, 360 minus 265, and 360 minus 245, it's going to be 115. Now you can do anything here, like it's going to be very easy for you guys if you know the properties of the parallel lines, that the consecutive interior angles are supplementary. We know this. Let's say we'll talk about these angles. If this is 95 and this angle is something like, they together are going to be supplementary, they are going to give the sum of 180 degrees. So if this is 95, this would be 85. Now see, this entire angle is equal to this angle because they are alternate angles, right? And BC is acting as a transversal, so I can write that x plus 85 is equal to 115. X plus 85 is equal to 115, and from here your x is going to be 30 degrees. Or you can do the same in this, like in the other, on the other side you can solve for this 65, and this x plus 65 is going to be equal to 95. You can do the same here also. Still you are going to get the answer as 30 degree. Okay, so 30 degree is the right answer, I hope. So we'll move to the next and let's see how many of you can answer that. Just give me a minute. Let's have this. We need to solve for the value of x. Sukhdev Manu, 30 was the right answer for the previous question. Rakesh has given the answer for this one as 70, but we do 70, 35. Okay, guys, give your explanation for this because I don't know why you are giving 70, 35. I can see 70 and 35 everywhere. Okay. I got every one of you, like why you are giving 70 or why you are giving 35. Wait for few more users, like I want at least one. Mohammed Jishan, don't say next because I'm waiting for the explanation. Don't say. Okay, you are at the previous question maybe because you haven't answered for this one. Global Olympiad says 35. Guys, anyone with the explanation, don't just give the answers. Munna Bhagat, semicircle is 90. Okay. Munna Bhagat, your answer was what? I don't. 70 is incorrect, guys. See, if you guys have used the correct approach, but what you are saying, like the diameter will subtend. If diameter is subtending, so this angle is going to be 90, right? You can't. I don't know why you are using like this entire angle as 90. If you are going to have a line segment here, then this angle is going to be right angle for the diameter. See, 70 is incorrect. What is going to happen here? If I'm going to join this is the radius, right? And radius is perpendicular to the tangent. This angle is going to be 90. Now see, what about this? If this is x, this is also going to be x, and x plus x is going to give you this as 2x, because these are the interior angle of the triangle and this 2x is the exterior angle. Now you can have this triangle, this one, that 2x plus 90 plus 20. There are multiple approaches, guys. I'm just showing one of them. So you will have 2x plus 20 plus 90 is equal to 180, and your answer would be 35. 35 is the right answer. Global Academy has given the correct answer. Ramurthy is also correct. I don't know why you guys wrote it as 70 degrees. I hope it is clear to every one of you. 70 degree is incorrect. 35 is the right answer. 35 is the right answer. You guys were correct with the explanation, that, but you were saying angle subtended by the diameter is, so diameter should be like this. That would be 90. I hope it is clear. Yeah, 35 is the right answer. Everyone with this, yes. Shall we move to the next now? Yes, Kushagra. We'll move to the next. Okay. Let's have this. We need to solve for the value of x. Give your answer along with the correct approaches. Let's see how many of you are going to give the correct answer. Yes, 35 is the right answer for the previous one. We are at the next, guys. Just refresh your stream. We have one user to give the answer. 13. 35 is the for the previous one. 13, 13, 13. Okay, great. Accounts Bazaar. Web is saying 12. 12. Ranjit says 12. Ritesh says 12. Global Olympiad says 12. 13 plus radius. Okay. 13. Radius plus radius. Okay, that's very much wrong, guys. 13 is incorrect. Look, this is the radius. This is the radius. X is not like falling downwards, right? X is parallel. So if this is x, this is going to be x. 12 is the right answer, guys. 13 is incorrect. See, this is going to be 13. This is 13. 9 plus 4. This length is 13. This is x. I draw the parallel line here. This much difference is going to be the difference between the radius. This length is 9. This is 4. So that is going to be the difference. This much difference is going to be 5. You have this triangle 13, 5 and x. Use the Pythagorean theorem. Your x is going to be 12. 12 is the right answer. 13 is incorrect. I hope it is clear. What happened? Why you guys are making so much of mistakes here? These are so basics. Is it clear, guys? For those who are giving answer as 13, is it clear for them? Hemant. Like I can see most of the Jishan, Hemant, Preet, and account, art, Rakesh. Is it? Guys, if it is clear, we can move to the next then. Just let me know. Alright. Let's have the next question then. Let's have the next one and let's see how many of you can answer that. Let's have this. Okay. See, guys. This is the next question in which you need to solve for the value of x. Five square minus 13 square. No, 13 square minus 5 square. It is given that this polygon, which is a pentagon, we can see that it has 5 sides. It is a regular pentagon. This is mentioned already. We need to solve for x. Global Rumpad says 36. Rammurthy says 36. Looking for the explanation. I'm still looking for the explanation. I don't need the descriptive explanation, guys. I just need your comment, like one statement, that what is your approach. Don't give the entire step-by-step explanation. I need the explanation. 30 is incorrect. 36, 36, 36, 36, 60. Okay, 36. Ritesh is here. Guys, 36 is correct or not, but I need the explanation. 120 is going to... No, pentagon. It's pentagon, it's not hexagon. What happened? See guys, for pentagon, all of the interior angles are equal and they measure as 108 degrees. So these exterior angles are going to be 72 each. Now you can use angle sum property or an exterior angle property. You will get the value of x for this triangle, right? The value of x is going to be 36 degree. I hope it is clear. 36 is the right answer. Saurav, you are right. 36 is the right answer. Mohammad Jishan, thanks for your explanation. Yes, Munna Bhagat, you are right. 36 is the correct answer. Rakesh, thanks for your explanation, Rakesh. Okay, we can move to the next then. I hope it is clear then. Hi, Derry. Let's have the next one, guys. We need to solve for the value of x again. Global Academy is correct. I hope the next question is visible to every one of you. Yes. We need to solve for the value of x here. The thing which is given to you, that h is orthocenter here. Point H is orthocenter. Like, I'll not let you know like what is orthocenter. I hope it is known or you guys are aware of it. I'll explain when I'll let you know when I'll give the explanation. You need to solve for the value of x. Let's see how many of you can do this. Right, how 150 by 2? And why 150 by 2? It's not 20, it's 2 theta. It's 2 theta. It's 3 theta. They are not 20, 30, guys. They are not 20, 30. I don't need answers for this. I need explanation for this one. $70 is incorrect. Jishan, we are already at the next question. You need to refresh your stream. I think you are running behind. Anyone with the correct answer along with the correct approach. Don't go with the looks. It look like 100. Because this is a geometrical problem, and in most of the geometrical problem we are given figures with that are not up to the correct scale. Guys, it's not 70, and even if it is 70 also, then you need to give the explanation for this. I can see everyone is struggling. Gary says 140, 98, 126. Alright guys, I think I have to give the explanation for this one. See, Ritesh has given the explanation.
I'll give my explanation now. See, what is H? H is orthocenter. What are orthocenter? Orthocenters are the intersection of the altitudes. Intersection of the altitudes. Point formed by the intersection. If it is altitude, if let's say I'm going to extend, this would be an altitude, so this angle is going to be right angle, and using the angle sum property in this triangle I can solve for the value of theta first of all. So 2 theta plus 3 theta, it would be 5 theta plus 90 is equal to 180. You can solve for the value of theta from here, that 5 theta is equal to 90. Your theta is going to be 18 degrees. This is the very first step for using this triangle. Now let's forget about this. I can do the same if I can extend this line also, because this is also going to be a part of altitude, so this is right angle. Now this is 90, this is 2 theta. Theta we have already solved, like it is 18, so 2 theta is going to be 36. This angle is going to be 36. You can have the value of x directly. That x is going to be the sum of these two angles, which is 36 and 90. So x is 36 plus 90, which is 126.
126 is the right answer, guys. It's not 30, it was 3 theta. I have mentioned this. 126, Abhishek, you are right. 288 degrees. 126 is the right answer. This angle is not 288 first of all. Yes, Neeraj, you were right. Abhishek is right, and one more user was there. I don't know where it is. Ritesh was also correct.
Okay, we'll move to the next and let's see how many of you can answer that.
Shall we move to the next? 180 plus no. I don't know from where.
But Sagar, they are not 20. I mentioned that this is not 20 and 30. This is 2 theta. I can't, if you can't see this, this is theta. I'll move to the next. Let's have the next one. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Let's have this.
We need to solve for the shaded area.
Let's see how many of you can answer this. That was 5. Bad Gamester, that is 5. What you are writing?
See, we need to solve for the shaded area. This much chord length is given to you as 8. And this is 10, this much is 10, and this much portion is also 10. Now solve for it. You need to solve for the value of area, shaded area, and don't give your answer in terms of decimal. I need the answer in terms of pi. Let's see how many of you can solve this.
$28 pi is incorrect. I'll let you know. Let's just wait for at least one participant to get the correct answer for this one. And once I have that one participant, I'll give my explanation then. Neeraj is writing r square is equal to h square plus 4 square. Okay. 200 pi is incorrect. Real Davis 180 pi. Guys, whatever the answer you are throwing, like even if it is 200 pi or 180 pi or 28 pi, whatever it is, you guys need to give the explanation. I told you so many of times. Like, I don't need answers only. I need the explanation. Like Neeraj is writing his explanation and he is correct.
I hope Neeraj, it's not 18 by the way. 18 square is not possible there. You made a mistake there. Abhishek is here. Abhishek has given the explanation. Yes, Abhishek, I got your point. Yes, 14 square. Okay. See guys, what is happening here? This is nothing but a code for the circle. These are the code. Let's focus on this much portion first for the smaller circle. I know if I'm going to draw a perpendicular on a chord, that perpendicular is going to bisect the chord. This is a theorem, right? So if it is 8, this is going to be 4 for each. Correct? So let's just focus on this. If it is 4, let's say the radius of the smaller circle is small r, and let's just name this perpendicular distance as x or h, whatever you want to name it as. Let's say h. So I'll have an expression like h is equal to h square is equal to, or we can write that r square is equal to h square plus 4 square, and from here I can write that h square is equal to r square minus 4 square using Pythagorean theorem. Now forget about this portion, let's talk about the another side. Let's say this, if I'm going to join this would be the capital radius, which is the radius of the bigger circle, and this much distance is going to be how much? This is, look, this, the bigger chord is nothing but bigger chord is of length 28, 10 plus 8 plus 10. So this perpendicular will bisect it, so half of the 28 is going to be 14. So this much length is going to be, let me highlight with another pen, this much length is going to be 14. So apply the same Pythagorean theorem again. This height is h only. So we can write that r square, capital R square, is equal to h square plus 14 square, and from here your h square is equal to capital R square minus 14 square. So this is also h square, this is also h square. We can equate both of the equations, right? So I can write that r square minus 14 square is equal to this small r square minus 4 square, and from here you will get an expression. Take this r square on another side, this will become r square minus r square equal to 14 square, right? Give me a minute. 14 square minus 4 square, 14 square is 196, 4 square is 16, so this would be 180. You have this expression. You need to solve for the shaded area. Shaded area can be obtained by subtracting the area of the smaller circle from the bigger circle, right? So take pi as common, this would be r square minus r square, and this is nothing but 180. So if you will substitute it here, your answer is going to be 180 pi. 180 pi is the right answer. Okay, Abhishek is correct already. Neeraj is correct. And Global Umpire, Real Devil, they have given the correct answers, but the explanation was missing. So 180 pi is the right answer, guys. We'll move to the next. Let's have the next question, and let's see how many of you can answer that. Let's have some few easy questions so that everyone can participate. I'll give you few basic questions. I want every one of you to give answers, that's why. Let's see how many of you can answer that. This one. Guys, I want everyone to give the answer for this one. We need to solve for the value of x, y, and z. This question has multiple reasons for every variable. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Saurabh is here. 72, 65, 65. However, it is incorrect, but even if it is correct, Saurabh, I need the explanation for this. I don't need answers here. We are not expecting the answers only. Remember guys, these lines are parallel. This L, M, N are parallel. Don't assume that these two are parallel. They haven't mentioned about anything about the L, M, N are parallel to each other. Okay, yes, L, M, N are parallel. These two lines are not parallel. 72, 115 and 115, that's also incorrect. 72, 108, 108, that's also incorrect. That doesn't mean that every value of yours is incorrect, but the entire answer is not correct. That's what I'm saying. We have one user to give the answer. One user has given the correct answer, but I'll still the explanation is missing. They haven't used like 72, 108, 115 is the right answer. See, Saurabh, now you are correct. Ramurthy is correct. Patsang is correct. PC is correct. LMN are parallel, yes, and these two side lines are not parallel. Only LMN are parallel. 115y, 72x, and 108z. That's incorrect. Neeraj, I think you just typed something wrong. Y is not 115 and Z is not 108. Abhishek, you are right. Neeraj, you need to check it. Derry, Z is not 79. Z is 150. See, guys, see here. This is 72. X is directly going to be 72 because they are going to be the corresponding angle. L and N are parallel. So X is 72. I'm writing it directly. See, if X is 7, this is 72. This could also be written as 72 because they are going to be parallel lines. So what I can apply linear pair property here. So Y plus 72 is going to be 180. So Y is going to be 108. So Y is 108. Now have a look about Z. If because what you guys were doing, if it is this is also 115. Don't do that. If this is 108, this is 108. I mentioned that these two lines are not parallel. You can see that they are not looking even parallel. So this is 65. This is also going to be 65 because they are corresponding angle. And here you can use the linear pair property, and you will be solving that Z is equal to 115. 115 is the right answer. I hope it is clear. Rao, you are right. Okay, I can see that most of you have participated for this one, and that's great. Your participation matter. Let's have the next one. See, this is very easy. I want everyone to give the answer as soon as possible and give your explanation for this one. Let's see how many of you can answer this. 50. Giri Solanki is here. Sheila is here. Abhishek, 40. 40 is not the right answer. 50 is the right answer. Saurabh, you are right. See what is happening here. You can do it in multiple ways. You can either extend this line, or you can extend this line also. I'll extend this. If it is x, this is 50, this is also 50 because they are corresponding angle. Now use the angle sum property. This x plus 50 is going to be equal to 100, right? If you're using the exterior angle property, you can solve for the x. X is going to be 50. 50 is the right answer. We'll move to the next. Let's have the next one. Let's see how many of you can answer that. Let's have this. Look, you need to solve for the shaded area here. This much length is given to you, this much length is 5. This much length is also 5 because they are the radius of this quadrant. And you need to solve for the area of this circle. And I don't need the answer in decimals. I need the answer in terms of pi. So just try it out and give your answers in terms of pi, and let's see how many of you can answer this. Okay, Sheila is here. Sheila is aware of this question. Draw a perpendicular from the center. Okay. Let's wait for others to give the answer. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Yes, we are discussing the previous question only, Sheila, right now. We're not discussing any of the new questions. $20 or 0? R is going to be 0. Is it possible? Like radius is 0? Or is it also possible that radius is going to be 20 as this much length is 5? So this radius is looking like greater than 5. Is it? Both are incorrect. There is here. Area is 625. Area is not 625 by 16. You are correct, but you're somewhere down the line you made a calculation error, I hope. Yes, you made a calculation error, Terry. Okay, see, I'll not give the answer. I'll give you a bit of explanation, the bit of the construction that is required. This entire side is going to be 5, right? This side is 5. So if I'm going to join this, like join a line from here, this would be 5 minus r because this is r. So this length is going to be 5 minus r. Now let's talk about this. If I'm going to join from here center to center, this is 5, right? But this is going to, this much is 5 and this much is r. So this entire length is going to be 5 plus r. Now use this triangle and solve for the value of r using the Pythagorean theorem. You'll be writing 5 plus r square is equal to 5 minus r square plus 5 square. Solve for the value of r. And then you can solve for the shaded area. I need the area in terms of pi. I don't need the answers in terms of decimals. Now you guys can give the answers. Solve for the value of r and give your answers. Yes, Rao, now you are right. Or he is also right, 1.25. The radius is 5.5 by 4. So the answer for the area is going to be in terms of pi. What would be the area? Yes. Okay. It's not 125. Ramurthy, are you writing about, if you are writing, yes, 16. 25 by 16. Yes, you are right. So the on solving this, if you are going to solve this equation, your r is going to be 5 by 4, which is 1.25. So the area of the circle is going to be pi r square. So pi 5 by 4 square, it is going to be 25 by 16. 25 by 16 pi. 25 by 16 is the right answer. Saurav, you are also correct. 1.25 square pi. I hope it is clear. And if it is clear, then we can move to the next step. Shall we move to the next? Okay, Kushagra says yes. Guys, if it is clear, we can move to the next. Just let me know. Okay, all right. Let's have the next one. Let's have this. Derry, you can solve that equation. You made a mistake there. It was like what was this? It was 5 plus r and 5 minus r square plus 5 square, right? So for this and this, we are going to left with the two ABs only. Like it's going to be 10r and here it is going to be minus 10r. Rest everything is going to get cancelled out and this would be 25. Now see this 10 will get added, they will become 20r, and 25 upon 20 is going to be 5 by 4 only. You just made a calculation error there. Alright, Harry. 25 pi, James says 25 pi. 25 pi is right. Okay, the radius of the bigger circle is already given. We can solve for the area of the bigger circle. It's going to be 225. So 150 is shaded. So remaining this white one is going to be 75 pi. Similarly, using the radius of the smaller circle, you can solve for the area of this circle, which is going to be pi r square. So it is 100 pi. Subtract the 75 pi out of it, you'll get the shaded region. Missing shaded region is as 25 pi. 25 pi is the right answer. Yes, you are right, Giri. Let's have the next. Let's see. Let's have the next one. Let's have this. James, I have asked for all the explanation, not the answers only. You are new to this channel, I hope. I usually say that don't just throw your answers. I need the explanation along with the answers. However, I don't need the descriptive explanation. I just need a brief explanation for that. Like, what is your approach? That's what I want to know. Okay, see, this is the next question where you need to solve for the value of EF, which is this length. You are given something like DE is 20, this DE is 20, and this A plus is equal to B plus 47. Now, what is A, B, and C? A is a blue area, C is a white region area, and B is this green region area. So let's see how many of you can answer this. PC says 15. 15 is what? Like, we need the answer in terms of pi. Don't give your answer in decimals. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Take your time, think about it, and give your answer in terms of pi. I'll give you at least 1 minute for you because I want every one of you to give the answer for this. Take your time. Okay. Sheila Devi says A plus C is equal to area of the semicircle. A plus C is 50 pi. Okay. 5 pi minus 4.7. Okay, we have Rao. Rao has given the answer like 27.5 is incorrect. Derry has given the answer and Rao has given the answers already. Okay. See guys, Sheila is also on the, like, she is giving the correct explanation. See what is happening here. If I'll talk about, first of all, let's talk about this semicircle. The area of the semicircle is going to be pi r square. Here the diameter is 20. This DE is 20. So the radius is going to be 10. So the area of the semicircle is going to be pi r square, which is pi r square by 2. So it's going to be 50 pi. So area of the semicircle is nothing but this A plus C, right? So I can write that A plus C is equal to 50 pi. I has this first equation. Now take this one, this triangle. This would be B plus C. Here the base is 20 and the height is EF. So I can write the area of the triangle, which is B plus C. B plus C is equal to half into base into height, half into 20 into EF. So that would be 10 EF. So I have these two equations, like C, this is also A plus C and this is B plus C. Both of the equations has C in common, right? So if I'm going to subtract them, I'll get an equation directly. Let's just subtract them. C will get cancelled out on subtraction. I'll be getting that A minus B is equal to, I'll have A minus B is equal to 50 minus 10 EF. So this is my A minus B, right? But see, I already have an equation for A is equal to B plus 47, and if I'm going to subtract B, I'll take B on another side. I'll be getting A minus B is equal to 47. So A minus B is also 47. I can equate it here. So this would be 47. So now from here, if I'm going to take this 47 on the other side and bring 10 EF hit this side, so 10 EF is going to be 50 pi. This is not 50 alone, this is 50 pi minus 47, and dividing both sides by 10, my EF is going to be 50 pi by 10. It's going to be like this. First of all, keeping 10 as the base for individual terms, so it's going to be 5 pi, and this will become 47 by 10, which is 4.7. So 5 pi minus 4.7 is the right answer. Ramurthy has given the correct answer. Yes, see, Saurabh comments your explanation is also correct. I hope it is clear to every one of you guys. So then we can move to the next, if it is clear. Shall we move to the next then? Okay, we have one user say please repeat. That was so hectic and big question to get the repetition for this one, but I'll repeat for sure. I told you that A plus C, but this time I'm not going to give the explanation. Okay, repeat after 50 pi. Okay. A plus C is going to be semicircle, right? So find the area of the semicircle. A plus C is 50 pi. I solved this. It's going to be pi r square by 2. Now see, let's talk about the area of this triangle. It's going to be B plus C because they are having B and C together. B plus C. B plus C is going to be area of the triangle, which is half into base. This base is DE. DE is 20 into height. Height is EF. This is going to be 10 EF. So B plus C is going to be 10 EF. Now see, both of these equations has C in common. We can subtract them. If I'm going to subtract these equations, C will get cancelled out, and I will be getting A minus B is equal to 50 minus 10 EF. This is my new equation, and I already have an equation for A and B which will give me that A minus B is equal to 47 also. Now this is also A minus B, this is also A minus B. You can equate them, right? So 47 is equal to, this would be substituted as 47, and now you can solve for EF. I hope it is clear. Planet, is it clear now? Mad Gamester, is it clear? That so you can solve for the value of EF. EF is going to be 5 pi minus 4.7. Okay, all right, we'll move to the next. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's have the next one. Let's see how many of you can solve that. Let's have something different for today. And this is the next question. We need to solve for the shaded area. I need the answer in terms of pi. I need the answer in terms of pi only. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Don't give your answer in decimals, give your answer in terms of pi. Anyone with the correct answer for this? .5 pi plus 20, okay. .5 plus 10, okay. We'll have all of the answers and then I'll solve and we'll see which one who is correct and which one is correct answer. Like, we'll wait for it. Let's wait for 1 to 2 users to give the correct. 8 pi plus 20, okay. Everyone is giving different answer. .5 plus 20, okay. We have 4 users now to give the different answer and all of them has given the different answer. Now see what is happening. Let's just solve for this. Let's just, guys, I'm not looking at the comments right now, I'm explaining right now. So see here, this is the semicircle. First of all, let's just solve for this area. It's going to be pi r square by 2, like it's going to be 49 pi by 2. Let's just write it as 24.5 pi. Right, I can write it as like this. PC says 32.5, Derry says 32. Now he has corrected himself, 32.5. Okay, 32.5 pi plus 40. Let's see if it is correct or not. Now see, this one area is done, like semicircle is done. Now talk about this. Let's talk about this. This is 10 and this length is nothing but 2. We can see this width is 2. So it means this width is 2. So 10 into 2, the area is going to be 20. The area for this much portion is going to be 20. Now let's just talk about this portion. For this, the radius for the outer edge is going to be 3 plus 2, 5. And radius for the inner edge is going to be 3 only, because this much is 3. Right? For the outer edge, it is 5. So the area of this much region is going to be pi capital R square by 2 minus pi small r square by 2. So you will be getting pi 5 square by 2 into pi 3 square by 2, which is 5 square is 25. 25 minus 9, it's going to be 16 pi by 2, and you will be getting answer as 8 pi for this region. It is 8 pi. Now add all of them. It is going to be 24.5 pi plus 8 pi, it's going to be 32.5 pi. And you have this 20 also, plus 20. So 32.5 pi is the right answer. Pi plus 20 is the right answer. I can see most of you has given the wrong answer only. Now you guys have corrected yourself. Sheila is corrected herself now. Okay. 81 by 20 is incorrect. Someone has written 81. PC is correct. Derry, I don't know why you wrote 40. 40 should not be there, or maybe it's just a typo error. Rakesh is correct. 49 pi by 2 plus 8 pi plus 20. Okay, I hope it is clear to every one of you guys. Is it? How do you get 24.5 pi? Look, the area of the semicircle is pi r square by 2. So it's pi is 7 square by 2. 7 square is 49. 49 by 2 is 24.5. 49 by 2 is 24.5 pi. Isn't it? Miam. Is it clear, Miami, now? That how we got 24.5? Okay. All right, let's just have few more questions. And now I'm going to give you the basics question. Like, we are about to end the session and I want, yes, Mahesh, I usually take, we have daily live session. For Saturdays, we are having like morning session, but for rest of the day, we are having evening sessions. And today also we are going to have one more evening session. Maybe I'm going to have the session at 3 today, or at the usual timing, which is at 5 or 6. Okay, so let's just have few more questions. Rakesh, hi Rakesh. I'm going to give you the easy question now, guys. Now, so just you need not to give the explanation for this. Just throw your answer as soon as possible, and I want at least 5 users to give the correct answers. Be quick, and we'll have at least 10 more questions, and then we'll end the session. This is the first question. Be quick. We need to solve for the value of x. It's IST, Indian. I'm Indian. 6 p.m. IST or 5. Today it's going to be like at 3 because it's Saturday. I'm available all day. Okay, solve for the value of x, guys. Danny says 59 by 3. Rakesh says 20. 59 by 3, 59 by 3. 59. Okay, only 3 users. 4. Saurabh. And we need one more. Yes, 5 users are there. That's it. We'll move to the next. We'll need to cube both sides. This will become 64, right? So we have 3x plus 5 is equal to 64. And on solving this, your x is going to be 59 by 3. Let's have the next one. Let's see. Let's see this. We need to solve for the value of x. Be quick, guys. Let's see how many of you can answer this. One user, Keno is there. Okay. Hundred, 80, 300, 400 and 180. Okay. 80. 80 is incorrect, guys. 100 is the right answer. I don't know why you are getting 80. So look, this is 40, this is 90, this would be 50. Right? Correct, huh? If it is 50, this would be 130. So now you can use the angle sum property of a quadrilateral here. So 90 plus 40 is 130. This is also 130. This is going to be 260. And angle sum is 360, right? Angle sum of the quadrilateral is 360. So 360 minus 260 is going to give you 100. 100 is the right answer. I hope it is clear. Rakesh, PC. Giri, you are right. 100 is the right answer. Let's just have the next question. Let's see how many of you can solve this. Be quick for this one. We need to solve for the value of p. This is very easy. 5 users to give the correct answers. Be quick. T0, 10, 10, 10, there is here 10, okay. 10 PC also says 10, 50, 50 is incorrect. For every question, like there is one user to give the incorrect answer at least. 10 is the right answer, guys. 10 is the correct. This would be 60, and this is 110 for sure, right? They are vertical angle, and here I applied linear pair property. So using the angle sum property, now you can solve for the value of P, which would be 10. 10 is the right answer, guys. Let's just have the next one. Okay, see how many of you can answer this. Just be quick for this one. We need to solve for the value of x. I need at least 5 users to give the correct answer. Raj, yes, 10 was the right answer for the previous question. You can like just refresh your stream. We are at the next question right now. 441, one user. 2, 3, Derry is here, Rakesh, Giri, PC, and Suman. Yes, 441 is the right answer. We need to do the square first of all. We'll getting 20, the square of this. If I'm going to remove this, this would be 5 square, right? And then again, if I'm going to do the squares, I'll be getting like 25 minus 4, which would be 21. And 21 square is 441. 441 is the right answer. Vivek, 361 is incorrect. Look, this would be 25 and this will become 4 plus root x. This 4 will get subtracted. This will become 21. Now squaring both sides, you'll be getting the answer as 441. Square of 21 is 441, not 361. Right? Let's have the next one. Let's see how many of you can do this. Be quick. We need to solve for the value of x again. Let's see who is going to give the answer first. Yes, Vivek. X. One user 4. Okay, Derry says 4. Keno says 2. Okay. What about others? 1. Okay, 3 users, 3 different answers. Okay. 4. Crazy man says 4. 2. Suman. Saurabh 2. So most of the users are giving answer as 2. 4. 2 and 4, 2 and 4. Okay. Let's see. Look, this root can be written as 1 by 2, right? If I'm going to remove the root, this can be written as 2x into raised to power 1 by 2. So I can write it directly 2 raised to power x by 2. Similarly, this 7 can be written as same 7 raised to power x by 2, right? So what I can do, this 96 is nothing but this is 14 square, right? Sheila, you are right. So Monday, now you are correct. See, these are here, the powers are same, bases are different. I can multiply the bases and write it in one power. So 7 2s are 14. It's 14x by 2. And you can see the bases are same here, so we can equate the powers. So powers are x by 2 and 2. So x by 2 is equal to 2. So x is going to be 2 into 2, which is 4. Now you are right. 4 is the right answer, guys. I don't know why you had given the answer as 1 or 2. It's 4. Yes, Keno. Now you are correct. We'll move to the next then. Let's have the next one. Let's have this. This is very easy now. I want all of you to give the answer as soon as possible. Let's see who is going to give the answer first for this one. Be quick, guys. Be quick. We need to solve for the value of x. 145. Giri Solanki, 145. Okay. 100. Okay. Rakesh says 100. One is 145. Okay, that's strange. Mad Gamester 100. Suman says 100. PC, Dairy, Saurabh, Rao, 100. 100 is the right answer. See you. How? I don't know why if 145 is here. If this is 70, this is also going to be 70. Right? Vertical angles. You can use the angle sum property. You can solve for this angle. This would be 35. Now this x is equal to this entire angle, which is 65 plus 35. And 65 plus 35 is going to give you 100. 100 is the right answer, guys. I hope it is clear. Alexander, you are correct. The 35 is incorrect. X is equal to this entire angle. See, so we need to add. I hope it is clear. RN, 80 is incorrect. Prakash, 100 is correct. Rajat, 100 is correct. Let's have the next then. Let's see how many of you can do that. Let's move to the next. I'll give you easy, like, so that it won't take that much of time. Let's have this. We need to solve for the value of x. 100 is right. Swana, you are correct. Crazy man, 80 was incorrect. We need to solve for the value of x. Let's see how many of you can answer this. $12. Okay. Again 12. Sora says 12. Sheila says 12. Merong says 14. Suman says 14. Rajat 14. Rakesh 14. Sheila now corrected herself as 14. Okay, so 14 is the right answer. See guys, what is happening if I'm going to consider this triangle first of all. This is 30, this is 70. So this is going to be 80. So if it is 80, we can see they are marked equally. So this would be 40, 40 each. Now focus on this only, 40. Use this triangle, right? This one, this one. If using this triangle, you can write that 4x plus 70 plus x plus this 40 is equal to 180, and on solving you will be getting the value of x as 14. 14 is the right answer. Raodeep, Rakesh, hi. Giri, Baldwin, 10 is incorrect. 10 is incorrect. 20 is incorrect. 14 is the right answer, guys. Okay, let's have the next one. Let's have the next one. Let's see how many of you can do this. Let's have this. We need to solve for x and y. Lenikal, you are right. Deep Kanoja, you are right. We are playing rapid fire right now, so we're not going to wait for others to give the answer. We'll have at least 5 to 6 answers, and then we'll move to the next. We need to solve for the value of x and y. Two lines are parallel here. Give your answer as soon as possible. $76. Alex says x 75 y 40. Okay, guys, give your answer in one comment. Like you need to solve for x and y both. Sheila says x 75 y 40. Israr says x 75. Guys, there is y also. Don't forget about y. Y is also here. I need an answer for both. You are writing for x only. Y 40. Rajat. X 85. Vivek. X is not 85. Alright guys, x is 75, y is 40. See what is happening here. Look, I can write that this 20 and this x are the interior angle of the triangle. This is going to be exterior angle, equal to exterior angle. So from here, I can write that x plus 20 is equal to 35 plus 60, which is 95, right? So subtract this 20 from here, you will get the x as 75. So x is 75. This is first thing. Now think about y. This entire y, this y plus 20 is equal to 60 because they are corresponding angle. So y plus 20 is equal to 60, and from here you will be getting y as 40 degree. So x is 75, y is 40. Right? Let's have the next one. Let's have this. Hi Doug, thanks for joining. Abhishek, yes, you are right. Vantika is correct. 3D enthusiast, we are at the next question. You need to refresh your stream because you are writing answer for the previous questions. Let's have this. We need to solve for the value of x. All of the angles here are nothing but the exterior angle of the polygon. Alex sets 10. Okay. 20. Giri says 20, then 10, 10, Sunny 10, Sheila 10, Julian 10. Giri is the only one to give the answer as 20. Okay, 10 is the right answer. Yes, Abhishek, you are right. See, these are the exterior angle, and we know sum of all the exterior angle of a polygon, right, is always equal to 360 degrees. So we can add all of these angles and equate it to 360 degree, and on solving you'll be getting x as 10. 10 is the right answer. Yes, let's have the next one. Give me a minute, give me a minute. Let's save this. So one day, yes, you are right. We need to solve for the length of the tangent PQ here. We need to solve for the length of the tangent PQ. PQ is the tangent to the circle. Take your time, think about it, and give your answer. 10 is the right answer for the previous question. Israr, you are right. Length of the tangent. Mad Gamester say 15 plus 9 square, 15 minus 9 square. Giri Solanki, Israr, Rakesh, root 306 is incorrect. 12 is the right answer. Duck is correct. Okay, I can see the screen went black. Yes, now you are right. Is it visible now, guys? The question is visible to everyone? Yes, it's visible. 12 is the right answer. Sunny, Suman, Saurabh. Yes, now you are correct. See, if this is 9, this is also going to be 9. This is radius, right? This entire length is going to be 15. And as they have mentioned that PQ is the tangent, so we know radius are perpendicular to tangents at the point of contact. We can, using the Pythagorean theorem, you can solve for the value of PQ, which is 15 square minus 9 square, and we need to take the square root of it. And using that, you will be getting the value of PQ as 12. 12 is the right answer. We'll move to the next. Let's have this. This is easy. We need to solve for the value of x. This is very easy, guys. PA and PB are the tangents here. You need to solve for the value of x. Black Avenger is here. He's at the previous question. Sunny, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Okay, Rakesh, Saurabh, Sunny, Sheila, Abhishek, Alex has given the correct answer. C, 30 is the right answer. How is it so? Because this is PA is equal to PB. So if it is 60, these two angles must also be 60. They are also going to be 60 and 60. O is the radius. So this is going to be perpendicular to it. So this entire angle is going to be a right angle. This much is 60 already. So the remaining is going to be 30. 30 is the right answer. Let's have the next one. We need to solve for the value of x. Israr, you are right. Suman, Giri Solanki, GF, you are correct. Vantika is correct. Now see, we need to solve for x. Take your time, think about it. Give your answer for x. Black Avenger, you are correct for the previous question. Sunny says 10, Sheila 10, Israr 10. Okay, Giri says 45. Anyone else? 10. 10 is the right answer. See how. What is happening here? I told you multiple times that this arc, this angle measure of arc is same as the angle subtended by the arc at the center. So if this is 250, the remaining portion is, this remaining is going to be how much? This is going to be 110, right? Because the entire angle is 360. This is the angle at the center. Okay. Now see, this is the angle made by an arc, this arc ED at the circumference. So the ED is going to be double of it. Angle made by this angle made by an arc at the circumference is double the angle, right? Angle is double at the center then. So this arc is going to be double of it. It's going to be 90. And similarly this AE, if this is x, this is going to be 2x. Now see, this entire angle is same as this angle I told you. So I can write that 2x plus 90, this 2x plus 90 is equal to 110, right? So 2x plus 90 is equal to 110, and you'll get what? You'll get 2x as 20, and from here x is going to be 10. So 10 is the right answer. 45, 55, they all are incorrect. Yes, Rao, you are correct. 10 is the right answer. Alright, we'll move to the next then. Let's have the next one. I hope it is visible. Okay, it's not visible. Let me make it clear. Okay, we need to solve for the value of theta here. You need to solve for the value of theta. This is angle theta. Sheila says 55. Anyone else? Suman says 55. Okay. Vanita says 65. Sunny says 40. Okay, see, I'll explain. This is the angle formed by the intersection of the tangents, right? And we know the angle formed by the intersection and the angle formed by the radius at the center, they are going to be supplementary. 55 is the right answer. Sunny, you are right. 40 is the whole yellow. 40 is this whole, yes. 40 is this entire angle. So if it is 40, this is going to be how much? This is going to be 140, right? Because they are going to be supplementary. So we know this OA is going to bisect the angle because they are all of the triangles here, both of the triangles, above one or the lower one, they are going to be congruent here. They are congruent every time. So if this is 140, the above portion is going to be 70 and the lower one is also going to be 70. O is going to bisect it, correct? Now this is 70. Now see, this OD and OC are the radius, they are equal. So if this is theta, this is also going to be theta because they are isosceles triangle. Take this triangle and solve for the value of theta directly. 2 theta plus 70 is equal to 180, and you can get the value of theta directly as 55. 55 is the right answer. 65 is incorrect. 2 theta plus 70 is equal to 180, and on solving this, theta is equals to 55. Saurabh, 65 is incorrect. 55 is the right answer. Okay, let's have the next. Let's have the next one. Let's see. We need to solve for the value of x again. Okay. But that was the entire angle, Saurabh. That's why you got it wrong. That was colored entirely, so we need to take 40 for the complete angle. Okay, we have Israr who says 22, Sunny 22, 22. Correct. 3 users has given the answer as 22. Giri Solanki 22. 22 is the right answer. See guys, there are multiple approaches for this one, but I'll explain one of them. So look, these arcs are equal, and we can say angle subtended by this arc at the circumference is 34. So if this is 34, this PQ will subtend the same. This is also going to be 34. So the complete angle is going to be 68. This angle is going to be 68. I'm writing exteriorly. This PS is the diameter, so this angle is going to be 90, because angle subtended by the diameter at the circumference is a right angle. Now use this triangle and you can solve for the value of x using the angle sum property. So your answer is going to be 22. 22 is the right answer. Let's move to the next. Let's have this. We need to solve for the value of x. Rao, where are you? Root 88 minus 2 is the first question, maybe the first or second question for today's session. You need to refresh your stream. This BD is an angle bisector. X is equal to 8, Black Avenger. We'll have one more question and the last question for this session after this, and we'll call it a day. Sheila says X8. Pravina is there. Pravina Chauhan, 8 is the right answer. All right, I can see 3 of the user has given the answer. 8 is the correct answer. See what is happening here. BD is an angle bisector, right? So there is a theorem which says that angle bisector, we know angle bisector divide the other two sides of this triangle in segments, right? And remember that these segments are proportional to the corresponding sides. These segments are proportional to the corresponding sides. So we can write that 2x upon 8, 2x minus 4 upon 8 is equal to this 15 upon this length, which is AD. Now what is AD? AD is 18 minus 8, which is 10. So 15 by 10 is this will become 3 by 2. Now on solving this, you can solve this easily. You will be getting the value of x as 8. 8 is the right answer, guys. I hope it is clear. Sunny Suman Pravina has given the correct answer, guys. Okay, we'll have the last question. Let's have the last question for today. Let's see how many of you can do that. Just give me a minute. Let's have this. We need to solve for the area. Solve for the area of shaded area. Give your answer as soon as possible, and this is the last question, guys. Wait a sec, the figure is not clearly visible, I think. Yes, now it is visible. I hope it is visible now. Sheila says 70. Sunny says 70. 70, yes, Sheila, I noted it. Black Avenger has given the explanation along with the answer. Giri Solanki says 70, okay. 70 is the right answer, guys. Okay, I'll explain and we'll call it a day. This is an isosceles trapezoid, right? We can see that. And if I'm going to draw perpendiculars, like we can say altitudes here, these two triangles are going to be congruent. If this is 6, this must also be 6. Entire length is 14. So the remaining length we have is 8. So this will get divided equally. This would be 4 and 4 each. Take any one of the triangle. Let's say we take this. And we can solve for the value of h. The value of h is going to be 7. Now you have everything. You have the basis. You have the height. You can solve for the area easily. Area of the trapezoid is half into sum of the bases, which is 6 plus 14, into height, which is 7, and on solving this you will be getting the answer as 70 square units. I hope it is clear to you. Yes, Saurabh, 70 is the right answer. So that's all for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the session because we had a long time. It's a long session for today. I think it has been nearly 2 hours. So I'll see you today only, evening. I don't know when. I'm not sure because it's Saturday. I can be online anytime, maybe at 3 also, or usually we'll have it at 6 if not possible at 3. Okay, till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a great year ahead. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want, if you really love this content. Because we are running these live stream daily and you will definitely going to learn something new out of it. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Have a good day.